ground, chicken skunks freshen up the air. Seen a lot of crazy things, but I've been told best kind of liquor come from the stump. Oh, hey, hey. Ho, ho. This stump oh, liquor will stir your soul. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. You sip and let you get your liquor from the stump. You
1 2 check 1 2
tonight, you might as well get started. Go and take a drink now.
I had some fried chicken and now we got some down home blues.
Yeah, she had a fat booty.
So, I like that. So we're gonna be playing a lot of indie music now as we're bringing the poets out. So if you hear something for the first time, it's okay. If you honk your horn and say you like it, it's all good. For everybody that's streaming online, that's watching us, enjoy, have a good time. We're trying not to get shut down because they normally shut us down for stuff that they feel somebody else on the rights to. I guess they think we're gonna get paid for, but I don't know how that works. But it's all
if the good-looking woman at the bar got two friends who look and dress just like her,
think we ready.
and they
Poets,
all
ready?
seem to wave at the same
I
time,
think they're ready. They're like, man, just a little bit of rain and shit. It just come on, let us give you our need of bacon and get the best that we got. You know, it's all good. Hold on. Coming to the stage first.
Before the first blows through.
To set it off.
Took a liquor out of the
Not you, bro.
stomach.
You know.
Hey,
I mean, did you just want to go first? You know, it's very rare that you call first and somebody get their ass up first. Nobody be like, I don't want to go first and shit. I mean, if you just want to be first, that's fine.
Unless you get your liquor from the stone. You think you can kick a pro fighter's ass
Okay. I was confused.
Still want to walk in the door.
Normally, that's how it was. They're like, don't put me first. Hell no, let Jesus go first. Like I said that in there.
Really thought he was
had to give Jesus his love.
Figured him the man. Took a little sip of liquor. Had to prove
I'm on a high right now because I did my first one-man show last night and it was absolutely amazing. My gosh, I could have not asked for a better response. It was really, really great. I was really, really excited. Who knows? I might share some stuff tonight. I don't know. Y'all know when I host, I don't share a lot. But anyway, neither here nor there. Just get ready to see my name in lights on the marquee in all the cities close by, cities that you live in far distance, your family, your cousins. I'm coming to see them. Anyway, coming to the stage. No more shenanigans for me. Coming to the stage, I get up for the one and only Lady V.
Hey, ho, ho. Jordan got chicken on the microphone. Hey, ho, ho. I'm looking at it. We need a white for real, though. How y'all doing, drive-in? Y'all good? Yes. Am I coming loud and through on your radio devices? Look at God. Won't he do it? Listen, we need the rain. We knew we needed the rain because it was hotter than monkey balls out here. And I was like, yeah, I need an overcast or something. The overcast came with a little rain shower, so I'm not complaining. It cooled down a little bit. It's still humid as hell, but it's cool. We about to have some fun today. Have some fun. Yes, I am not Jesus, of course, but I do follow the teachings of Jesus. You know, I love everybody and I don't cast judgment because I'm above no one. So I love all people equally, even those without common sense, because we know common sense is not common. Shouts out to y'all on YouTube. Ooh, look at this. This shirt make me look skinchy. How y'all doing? Ooh, I ain't got no butt though. I still look like Plankton's sister. It's all right though. I'm okay with myself in my appearance. As my mama would say, you look good, baby. All right. If you have had the joy to meet my mother, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She is a different breed of individual. Oh, okay. That's what we do? All right. So The I did Boom Fest yesterday. It was a pop-up shop. And it was fun. I did some poems that I hadn't done in a while. I did some poems that I've done all the time. But it's one I'm trying to actually remember. Thank you, brother. He saw I was uncomfortable speaking to the chicken. It's okay. I'm not blaming it on you. I blame Snapshot for getting the good ass chicken from down the street. She did, but we was hungry. And you can't do art and be hungry. I'm no longer a starving artist. I'm just an artist. All right. Yes, I feel better. Okay. Have I told you I love you lately? Have I told you you still mean the world to me? Have I told you I love you? I'll be your wishing well. Tell me what you want. I tried to write you a love poem. My pen could not form the correct words. Each time I put needle to paper, the ink left me dissatisfied. Oil never penetrating sheets in ways to cause heartstrings motions. The jackhammer of the ball never released orgasmic greatness on white pages. See, springs lack the capability to allow a shaft's ascension and descension to reach climactic heights, like starting a journey only to stop halfway. Disappointment. I tried to sing you a love song with melodies so sweet you automatically think of me. But with each rise and fall of vocal phrases, I crack like lips in winter's air with no comment. See, my notes always fell flat on the staff, causing a sharp pain in my stomach with every crescendo and decrescendo. My allegro was never fast enough to fill my chest with the magnitude of greatness that your love brings. See, I got tired of trying and failing to write you a love song or sing you a love poem, waking every day thinking today will be the day I have the words to scribe in concrete how my heart beats for you, or sing until Jericho's wall fall, allowing this love to transcend this plane, but I don't have those words. I prayed for what must I say to express my feelings of love and gratitude to you. How can actions be interpreted to convey you are my heart's realization for itself in another? How you illuminate my darkness just by crossing my memory. I prayed and the answer came with the shining of a heavenly light, piercing through my dark clouds, saying God is love. So simply put, I always and forever, God, you. Have I told you I got you lately? Have I told you you still mean the world to me? Have I told you I got you? I'll be your wishing well. Tell me what you want.
I was trying to make sure. I don't think you're getting wet, but
No, just pull it back. It can go back. All right, all right. That's that love poem. What if God was one of us? All right. So a new to y'all poem because I've never done it at the drive-in. But sometimes things need to be said that we never said before. So this is one of those poems that I really don't do live a lot, but it still has a place. The name of this poem is Young V It's a letter to myself. It is also in my book, Pain in the Quiet, that is available on my website, ladyvpoetry.com. Thank you. Cover art was done by Riot, aka Shane Manier. Okay. Dear Baby V, get ready. You are about to be taken on a gruesome ride. Be aware of your surroundings. Protect your mother at all costs. Know that you will meet the devil in the church at 7. He will start to flirt. He will weasel his way into your temple, stealing the treasure meant for your one true king, leaving behind broken hymen, wall desecrated. 4 years, you will feel this disgrace. Do not turn away from God. This was not his doing. The devil has a way to slither into the most holiest of actions and words. Be strong. Speak out, because silence gives consent. If you do not speak, he will never repent. Baby V, know that at 12, you will feel true grief. The loss of your only grandparent will send you on a downward spiral. No, God allows us to walk this earth, but only a short time. Deflecting your grief into rage will only manifest into more pain and headache. Be strong. Speak out, because silence gives consent, and you have to get ready for year 13. This is the year that your father will tell you he will leave your mother because your brothers are grown and his job is done. You will feel abandonment, betrayal, neglect, anger, and discontent all at once. These feelings will crush your world like an elephant standing on a roasted nut. You will ask him, are you not his child? Do you not require his guidance, love, and affection? Because you are the only girl, he will stay, Baby V. His feeling of misery will translate into mental and physical abuse, for which the scars will never heal. Be strong. Speak out, because silence gives consent. Your physical scars may never heal. Your mental scars will never heal. Instead, they will appear as want. Know the need of acceptance from all people, especially those of the opposite sex. Know that God can heal you. You have no need to be accepted by man. You are perfect. You will overcome all your obstacles. Just be strong. Speak out. Speak out for yourself. Speak out for others. Speak out for those that cannot speak, because silence always gives consent. So yeah, that's that poem. I don't know who needed to hear that, but obviously somebody needed to hear that, because again, that's not something that I do a lot, but Spirit told me to do it, so I listened. Thank you. All right. So I'm gonna leave on a good note. Y'all want to hear the Funny X poem or the inspiration poem? One for Funny X, 2 for inspiration. I heard 2 over here. I heard 2 right here. I heard 1 here, and I think I heard 1 here. So somebody got to be the tiebreaker. Okay, 2. All right. I like it. See, for you all that's on YouTube watching, this is how we communicate at the drive-in. Honks, and they translate. We understand each other. We can communicate back and forth like this. This Black is an inspiration to all the generations. that have been left by the wayside of a government that chose to do demonstrations on the very people who helped build this great nation. You see, my black is beautiful. No, I'm not the lightest of the lights. I'm closer to the darkest of the darks. But that's what sets us apart. We come in all colors, shapes, and sizes, and our past comprises the history of this state, of which no more are we to roam like those nomads looking for a place to call home. Let me tell you my story of how I rose to glory from a small town that was led by the Klan who didn't want to admit they were scared of a black man. You see, my pops isn't that tall. I'm gonna be frank, he's quite small, but he is the darkest of them all. Standing at a whopping 5'7", he made the Klan wish he was in heaven with the shoot first mentality. All the Klan could do is flee. And now let's move on to my mother, who extends to a not so towering 5'3", but isn't afraid to put Shaquille O'Neal across her knee, who instilled in me the value of this generation, coming from a time of segregation when Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" was only heard and not seen. You see, my black is beautiful. No, I'm not the prettiest of the pretties, but when I look at me, I am very pleased with what I see. I am the representation of Maya Angelou's phenomenal woman, phenomenally. That's me, because I understand the values that we must possess just so we won't get stressed by the events that occur in our lives that may make it a big mess. You see, I am an inspiration to the new generations that may not know what they're going to face from day to day, but if they can keep up with the pace of a 24-hour day in this current day and age, they will make it to see tomorrow. Yes, they may have some sorrows, but if they just take a deep breath and swallow, then exhale all their tribulation of the daily delegation, this will give them time to release, and they'll notice all their sorrows have ceased. Do me a favor. Take a second and look at yourself. Like, really, look at yourself. You have to feel good in the skin that you're in. No, it's not a sin to have a great sense of self. You may never know, it may lead to great wealth. If you're not happy with what you see, then just look to me. Because when I look at you, I see the dream of the past, the hope of the future. And together, that makes a great present for this current day and age, and a normal country girl like me could grace this stage. I'm so happy to be here, and I hope there's no fear in what tomorrow holds for you. Because as long as you're true to you, there should be no fear in what you do. Thank you.
We wiped the chicken grease off. B, I'm so sorry. I promise you. I was going in on that chicken. That's all I'm saying. Like, that chicken was it for me. You know how you've been out in the heat all day and you come inside and you just get the perfect drink? I don't care if it's alcohol. I don't care if it's, people drink energy drinks, gin and juice, rum, brown, light, whatever kind of liquor you like. You get the perfect drink, right? That chicken was the perfect drink for me. Like, I was on the beach. I don't know where the hell y'all was at, but I was on the beach. But Nemo, when I was eating my chicken right here, that breast that I had, it was a side breast too. Fellas, it was the side breast. Come on, the side breast. When I was eating that side breast, I was on the beach. The water was blue. It was perfect. It was perfect. You feel me, bro? It was perfect. I couldn't have fried a better piece of chicken. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going too much. Coming to the stage, y'all give it to the James Harden of Poetry Monday.
Baby, come over. Baby, come over. I'm gonna give you that soul.
So, I told Wits and Coach Joe I was gonna come out here before I go on vacation Saturday. So I wanted to bless y'all before I left. Oh, I'm going to Costa Rica. But let me not hold y'all up. Let me give you these quick three.
As long as you know I'm gonna be in a suitcase.
All right.
You're gonna have to pay for like 3 carry-ons or whatever it is. I'm a little chunkier than most, but I'm gonna be in it.
This piece is called Run Boy Run. Run Boy Run. Father at the end of the dugout screaming joy after his son's home run. First base, you feel the vibration of the cleats. Bat makes thunderous sound on impact. Baseball got wings the way it gravitates in the sky. Young man blows a kiss to the corner of the field where his one true love resides. Chasing after his shadow from base to base. Hot sunny afternoon beaming on his chocolate face. Crowd chanting MVP in the background of his mind. Scholarships cashing in with every play-by-play. Proud parents happy because sports taking them straight to college and they don't have to pay. Fractured bones and bruised ribs. X-rays from last season. Announcer saying it's a miracle he can still compete. God, family, and coach were the only ones that believed he would bounce back. Before championships and trophies, he had a chip on his shoulder. Born from a background where you can die in your sleep from stray rounds. Peace was but a dream most his colleagues laid in during wakes. Caskets be the bed they sleep in. Graveyard wasn't a shift. It was the only time he could visit his friends for sleepovers, fake campfires in front of tombstones, telling them about his success, wishing they could rise from the dead, but life isn't the Bible, plus none of them were named Jesus. Funerals become reality checks you can't cash. Just open doors to opportunities to escape death. Run, boy, run. Run as fast as you can home. Home to parents that are feared that they're going to have to bury one of their own. Every time you don't answer your phone, run, boy, run. Run to first base where gang violence will try to strike you out before you make it to second. Second base be the back alley where addicts and drugs try to keep you grounded. Third base, most don't get to see that story. Run, boy, run. Father yells in the dugout, come home safe. Tears of joy knowing his son made his dreams come true. Do y'all hear the hum on the radio? Oh, that's me.
Well, you know, Master God. It's the connect. Can you the RCA to put in? You hear the fan right now. What? Oh, plug them up. Yeah, something's still humming, but it's not this. That's it is the transmitter. Oh, that's better. How's the transmitter feeding back? All right.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me on the radio? No.
Check the channel. What channel is on?
Can y'all hear me now? Still no. Let me try it again. Can y'all hear me? Still no. Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? She's still shaking her head.
Baby, come over. I'ma give you that soca. I'ma give it a soca. Why you playing? You know I ain't got no time for that waiting. You know that every time that I see you, I wanna put you on my man. You know that my eyes blue. Everything that you do got me vibing, and I wanna throw all this on you. Put you right here on the chair, on top of right there. Okay, then I'ma move.
This, hello. Is the mic on? Is the mic on? I don't think the mic's on. You're. Mic check, mic check. Y'all can hear me? Give me a honk if y'all can hear me. Yeah. Can y'all hear me? They can hear the music, but not you. Right. That don't make sense.
I'm gonna give you that soca. Baby, can you come over? Baby, can you come over? I'll be that soca.
So y'all can hear the music, but y'all can't hear me. Is that what's happening? Y'all can hear me? Yes? Yes. Okay, you can hear me now. Good. Thank you.
What do you mean?
You're. You're. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. No. All right, so it's a transmitter. Hold up. 87.9 is the station.
It ain't no love up in this where my heart turn cold. It ain't no love up in this where my heart turn cold. They tear you up and break you down, but I won't fold. My be real different, not to mention I've been old. But you seem different, I've been tripping on you, know. I tried to let you show me different, but I can't. Can't open myself, I can't take no heartbreaks. I know the feeling, all these bitches just the same. You really hurt me to my core, I couldn't take it. Ay, I was too lame, now I'm down to ride. I was low for a minute, now I'm back in the field. And I feel like whenever I'm in it, ain't nobody surprised. It took a hot little minute, now I'm back on the rise. Ay, you chose your friends and the drugs over me, baby. How would you feel if I did the same to you, baby? You would feel hurt in your heart, that's the clue, baby. And I won't tell you that I love you, but you really think that you the shit. And your friends ain't no real bitches, yeah, they fake and they snitches, they be telling all your business. It ain't no love up in this where my heart turn cold. They tear you up and break you down, but I won't fold. My be real different, not to mention I've been old. But you seem different, I've been tripping on you, know. Play with my heart, play with my soul, but I can't take it no more. This pain inside too hard to hide, this shit get crazy, you know. You hurt my pride, I'm minimized, ain't with the games anymore. Put all them feelings to the side, got in my bag, little hoe. I broke some bread with my niggas to get ahead of you bitches. Turn to a rockstar, this a lifestyle, I'll be damned if I miss it. Got so much pain up in my heart, I think it's time that I skip it. It's time to free myself from me and get rid of these demons. All these drugs be helping out and make the pain feel different. Got some troubles in my heart, I've been too damaged. My nigga made mistakes that I can't take back and I blame myself, nigga. All this pain in my heart, I can't stand this shit, nigga. It ain't no love up in this where my heart turns cold. They tear you up and break you down, but I won't fold. My be real different, not to mention I've been old. But you seem different, I've been tripping on you, know. It ain't no love up in this where my heart turns cold. They tear you up and break you down, but I won't fold. My be real different, not to mention I've been old. But you seem different, I've been tripping on you, know.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Okay. That's good. All right. Here we go. I wish I could sleep, but the trauma of this world got me scared to even close my eyes. Government wants me to close my mouth, so they release this virus. I don't think it's kinky, and this isn't foreplay. Quarantining my thoughts on a sheet of paper, because if I say it out loud, they're going to check my temperature. And with this pen of mine, I know they're going to say, I'm overheating. Nightmares on an endless roller coaster that has me buckled in to see these tribal colonies get colonized and my African heritage gets kidnapped, abused, and raped. See, this outline is outlined in the sands of time that keep diminishing. See, the world tells us we need iron in our blood, but hit us with this Iron Man, so now we leaking blood. So let me be Tony Stark and tell Jarvis I need that Iron Man suit to strap up to pretend. I need that Iron Man suit to strap up. I need that Iron Man suit to strap up. I need that Iron Man suit to strap up to protect those that can't fend for themselves. Let me be that Avenger that sacrifices. Let me be that Avenger that sacrifices sake for humanity. Keep my ashes as gems to path this infinity gauntlet. Please snap us back to reality. Poor people keep their eyes wide open because if they sleep, it might be their final resting place. I look in the mirror and see a Liberian American male trying to make an honest living. They see a vigilante, but that's what the world perceives of me. The Wiz told me to ease on down that yellow brick road, but didn't tell me that the police would be making license check stops to keep me in check. I don't think I'm gonna make it to this Emerald City. Body slam my future on this concrete, so it's evident that they're gonna get rid of the evidence. Society has always been sick, but nobody's willing to take the medicine. These prescriptions get falsified so you can fall victim to a daily overdose. But I doubt you will take the pill because the truth is hard to swallow. You'd rather swing the gun in your hand and take it to the head with the bottle. See, I can't sleep because these nightmares that run rampant in my mind tell me that my fairy tale ending's but 1,000,000 miles away. This is why I'm always up grinding, thinking about a master plan. And if you're asleep, please sleep for me, because if I sleep, then it'll be the end of my piece, and this piece would have been ripped in peace. Waking up to a madman trying to end my life with a piece, and everybody's at my funeral saying, rest in peace. So I stay woke, so you can be able to sleep for me. I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. It's a new piece I wrote. It's called All Aboard. Run away with me to a world where skin color is overlooked, where booking underground railroads to see the world is at an all-time high. Instead of being booked in a cell of misfortune, come follow me down a riverside that pours into a waterfall, holding hands while we take a leap of faith in a lake of hope. Let's play capture the flag down a hidden passage filled with endless sunflowers, sunbathing in the grass while the rays from the sun absorb into our skin. Looking up into the sky, trying to find our faces of our ancestors in the clouds above. Listening to Mother Nature's playlist of songs with toads croaking in a nearby pond. Help me make a campfire so we can smell the aroma of wildfires while cooking our chicken, feasting to the setting of a tired sun, chasing fireflies to make many lanterns to illuminate the night, fighting our fears in pure darkness, waiting for the light to return, waking up to the rising of a sun that turns birds into alarm clocks, searching for our past on walls of caves that reek the stench of blood, following footsteps to family trees that still carry the noose that held them, teardrops engraved on the surface where bodies took shelter, wind whispering the truth to fallen branches, wondering if we'll make it to the border and not have to pay a toll for our freedom, run away from the cotton fields that harbor sweat from our pores during scorching summer days. No more chains collaborating with whips to take the soul out of a man, stripping our pride and beating humanity out of us. Oh, Harriet, the conductor to this underground railroad, guide us to a place where we can sing in our native tongues as freely as we like. Take us to a place where our future generations can play and not have to look over our shoulders. All aboard the Harriet Express. Next stop, the North, where freedom is unknown, but we'll take our chances. Thank you. Oh yeah. You can find me on IG, Mr. Sleep For Me, and you can find me on YouTube, Mr. Sleep For Me Wiles. Thank you.
Yeah. So we had some technical difficulties, but we worked the shit out. It's raining and we ain't trying to get electrocuted with a capital L, electrocuted. So we had to work some things out, but it worked out. Thank God for that. It's Sunday. You know, Sunday used to belong to the church until the NFL came around. In the NFL, your church wins until NFL season starts. Then it's over for the church. Jesus got to wait till Sunday, until not Sunday school, but Bible study. I mean, they can get them early, but 3rd and 4th. Coming to the stage, I give it up to the one and only Mr. Jim Love. I gotta put that shit way up there. I really feel like
everything you ever dream, baby, you know what to do. Love to get on the things.
Thank you, Ja. I'll try to be shorter next week. I'm going to do stuff that's a little different for me tonight, this afternoon, in the rain, whatever. Make sure my wife's happy about the time of day reference. First piece, we kind of like to dedicate to the people in this room. Very, very short piece. It's called 5. My friend is a poet. I play with words. He lives them. The pencil is his sustenance, giving nourishment to his bludgeoned soul, isolated, confused, alone. His mind is a philosopher's stone of contradictions. Does he see his power? Alchemical concoctions turning pencil lead into precious metal, all in 5 lines. 5 lines. He is no one. He is more. He is my friend. He is a poet. All right, this is a new piece. It's called Swimming in Rocky River. I put down my fishing pole, peeling off my hand-me-down jeans and shoes too small. I answer the call. The swimming hole, a pool protected from churning rapids by jagged rocks and fallen pines. The water is warmed by the afternoon sun. It bathes me in the moment. Joy flows across my reddening skin, tiny rivers rushing to their own destination. My joy shall travel past green banks in the morning sun and muddy shoals in the darkest night. My soul and my joy shall travel to the ocean's arms, and it shall crash into the white sand of the beaches. My joy shall travel far from me, spreading with the tides across the world. The depths of the ocean shall hold that moment. Beneath hurricane and towering wave, my joy shall always be there, waiting for me to once again answer the call. And this is definitely different for me. On June 10th, I will be celebrating 39 years with the woman sitting here in the Kia. And this is for her. My eyes always see you as you are. Softness surrounds you. A halo of silken cream caresses the contour of your cheeks. Your smile is framed by the length of your gentle fingers as they draw me to your eyes so often hidden by your smile. Yet the power of your gaze warms me, fills me. I hear the breath of your laugh bursting from your lips, filling the room with you, the essence of you, the power of you. In my eyes, I will always see you as you are. I will always see you as love.
I'ma love you right. I'll never do you dirty. You worry about no other. And what they can do.
This feels so just wrong. Like that shit just feels disrespectful. Like that was on my head, son. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, you know. Y'all give it up for Jim Love. Listen, man. I pray to one day write beautiful poetry like that talks about smelling the rain and what color the clouds should be when you're happy. Like, I pray that I can write beautiful poetry like that one day. I'm working on it, though. I'm getting there. All right. I might. Okay. As long as I get a little bit of it. Coming to the stage, I'm so happy to see him in the building, man. He's going to do something for y'all real special. So y'all give it up for the one and only Nemo. You ain't that much taller than me, so I ain't got You ain't that much taller than me, so I ain't got a lot of.
How you feel like that? And you bring it around, you feel like it's on it. How you do it like that?
Hey, I'm Nemo Soom. You can find me on nemosoomwords.com. June 6th of 2020 I had a psychotic break, and I thought I was being poisoned, and I thought that aliens were watching me, and I thought that time was ending, and I thought I was talking to people who weren't there, and I called the police, and they came and they got me, and they put me in the back of an ambulance, and they took me to the hospital. And when I got out, there was a restraining order, so I couldn't go home. And I haven't been back since. This year has been about rebuilding what I can and letting go of what I can't. I'm so glad to be here to share with you my anniversary, I suppose, rather than be alone. And I've not done this alone. I've not done this recovery alone. I've had amazing people and an amazing community, and a lot of them are here today. So I wrote a piece for today that I want to read, and then I have a piece that's about last year, and then I want to play you a prelude from Chopin on the piano. So this first piece, 1 year later, and I have nothing elegant to say. There's a metaphor in there somewhere, some way to make the pain beautiful, but it's too stark for me to hide behind pretty words. All I can do is tell you the truth. I miss my kids, and I miss my home. My heart is broken, and I go over and over if I could have done it differently. If I hadn't given in to the fire in my mind, if I'd called a friend instead of screaming as loud as I could the horrible things I thought I saw. What if I'd stayed down, lying on the hot pavement and not gotten up? Would it have changed anything? Would I still be here today wondering if there's a way that I didn't have to leave, restrained? What does it say about me that I thought my friends had turned on me? That I told the man on the phone that they were trying to kill me? What made me decide that he was in on it too and hang up? What drove me to confess to terrible crimes I never committed but thought I should be punished for? How can I or anyone ever trust me once my mind was not my own? Will I ever be free again? Or do I have to keep these memories and let them burn to remind me what I've lost, to remind me that I'm not safe, to remind me that I'm broken? There's no way back. There's no way home. There's nothing elegant to say 1 year later. Thank you. They used to call them asylums. I found solace in a shower they couldn't take away. The feel of the scrubs against my damp body pacing in my room. The chair sitting in the corner waiting patiently to see if I would try to put it through the unbreakable window. Lying on my pallet in the dark, the light flashing on my face every 30 minutes in time with the broken clock in my head. Alone in a hallway of isolated men, I felt a presence sitting behind me on the bed and wondered who it was, come to witness my burning dreams of martyrs and the misunderstood. Released into the wild without shoes, in clothes found in a hospital closet, I drove around a city where I no longer belonged, feet in socks, pushing pedals, looking for a place to sleep, a place to eat, a place to start over. The screeches of my mind harpies made me unwelcome, and the threat of my broken sanity kept me away. So I fought on new ground, with new faces and new words. What does it take to survive the ordeal? Separated, but never alone. Mortally wounded, but alive. Hopeless, but still pushing back. A paper warrior in the wind. Torn and stitched, broken and mended, cracks filled. The garbage phoenix rises to spread its wings again. Behold. Thank you. And now a piece of Chopin.
Yes.
Can y'all hear the piano on the radio? You want to come up with some more? Or are you good right now?
Thank you.
First of all, y'all, let's give it up one more time for Nemo. I want to share a brief story right quick. I'm not going to be long. Which I think is the last one up anyway. So I did an NPR in 2019, I believe it was. I did an NPR. And unbeknownst to me, there was a woman listening to that NPR who heard my voice, heard what I was about in this community. Months later, I met this poet named Nemo. He went by a different name that we don't give energy no more. That name has no energy anymore. So we don't even call that name no more. That is Nemo. Soon. I met Nemo in this very building, standing about right there doing poetry. Nervous, shaking, almost outside of himself, right? Months later, I said, Nemo, how did you even make it to open mic? He said his ex-wife, his wife at the time, heard a poet on NPR. And he came out, and he's been family since then. I love that dude right there. It is not my place to give y'all his story, but everything that I know about your story makes you a superhero. Everything that I know about your story says you are not a quitter. And every step you make, bro, you are a winner. And you've been winning since day one that I met you here. So I want you to keep pushing. And you keep being great. And keep being amazing. And you know you always welcome here with your family. I'm so happy to see you. And I'm glad to see you on this day in particular. Y'all get up for Nemo one more time. And while listening to you, I wrote this. I've seen dark days turn pretty. Watch flowers lose their coloring only to find a new home. I've watched broken untangle its speech for the sake of fitting in. I've watched men volunteer themselves before open microphones in crowds that may never share a hug. I am a poet's coach, holding a title I never asked for, swallowing the pieces of those like-minded folks who refuse to give in. I'm the dampness in your morning, the caffeine that jumpstarts your day. I am the beginning that they have never heard the pistols start. I am all that the ending refuses to take the last swallow. I am the padlock on nothing. The empty that holds to the blindfold of the darkness. I am a man who refuses to bend, but I am a poet, damn it. And I'm a poet who loves to call all of these poets my family. Y'all give it up for the poets in the back. And keep it going. And give it up to your last poet for the night, Mr. Wicks. This shit again all the way up here.
South Sky Alex Jack, drop that beat.
This beat bang.
Now I got you here. Now I got you here. Now I got you here. Now I got you here.
What's up, driving? Thank y'all for sticking through the rain with us. That means everything to us that y'all here through this weathering. So we love y'all. Thank y'all for vibing with us. Again, shout out to all the talent that came across the stage and gave y'all some of their work and a piece of their heart and look into their life. So shout out to all of them. I'm gonna do a couple of short pieces tonight. This is a workshop piece, so. Crack, boom, crash, rumble, splash, echo. Sounds like the empty of a starving African child's belly. So empty you can hear the swallow of spit landing in the acids of his gastric juice. It's like taking a stethoscope to the stomach of a starving to live African child's belly. And the sound song heavy on my soul. There was a time when a dime had weight. I can't make this up. An elder once told me, for 5 cents a day, you can feed a fathomed youth. With 5 copper pennies, one would get a good meal, and they're collapsing on the brink of survival. When it costs more to take you and get your pictures developed, crack, boom, crash, rumble, splash, echo, sounds like the empty of a starving African child's belly. Sounds like no meal in sight for weeks. Sounds like it's her, a failing, a causing breakdown of a fallacy proclaimed. Ever had a Popeye in your relationship? You know, the way Alice the Goon loved him? Alice, when in Wonderland, sung your name in whistle and kicks. Chord you, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, as if you were a Looney Tune. Yippee, yappy, yahooey, loved you the way an animaniac deserves to be loved. Type of squeeze you like Elmira's infatuation. Turn your merry melodies into a cartoon series. Won't be long before it bugs you. Wakes you shaky like the grip on Elmer Fudd. Don't sleep on beauty. This is not a dream. You can just as easily wake up in a rabbit hole. Your Lola Bunny, Jessica Rabbit, Tasmanian devil ready to take you for a spin. A Penelope pussycat like a Pepe Le Pew had. To Huckleberry hound you worse than Scrappy do. A cat-dog situation. A boo-boo claim to make Snagglepuss out your barnyard dog. Thought you was Charlie Brown special, didn't you? But when you squeak the floor cracks, you're nothing more than Dick Dastardly. Wile E. Coyote equipped to chase tail. Till the tale of your chase becomes your story. Ever had a Tom and Jerry relationship? It's like you die, and die again to live up to your part. Because heartbreak feels like a piano dropped from the roof when you're standing underneath it. Relationships like Acme Industries, you can get the body and still wait for delivery, like the heart and mind was sold separately. Come to think of it, she never really loved who I was. Always wanted me to be animated in character. Too foghorn leghorn for her understanding. To Yosemite Sam I am why she tends to break things. All in the confusion of wacky races. Till your channels show up black one day. Disconnected like cable. Now you're starting line in Space Jam, ready to return your road runner. Quick draw McGraw, your track Speedy Gonzalez. Daffy Duck tied to Donald Duck's tongue. You can lose control of your say when you say, I love you. Goofy, stepping on Astro's treadmill, tripping up along the thrill of what is the chase. We used to play house, parenting, giggle off responsibility, joy in the practice of having our own. Small space, our living room. Don't let us find a cardboard box. It'd be more home than any home we ever lived in. It was easier to be an adult at 9 years old. When you open up a cardboard box, you think it's strong. With the right tape mounted at the right corner angles, this baby can be indestructible. Sturdy enough to build a house out of, perfect for you to move a family in. Those rainy days can turn out so exciting when you in it, right outside the building. I remember being sick. We played doctor visit. Kool-Aid had better taste at young age, but once you get your share of something sweet, it's hard to manipulate your taste buds. Not easy to pretend everything is well with how living in a box rolls around in your mouth. Those childish games that adulthood on us, like the first time we tried on our parents' shoes. You wonder where the walls went, what happened to the floor, where'd the bathroom go, who took away the door. Drawing windows on houses used to come so natural. Guess we never really thought about putting our face in it. We always drew ourselves outside of the building, never at the table, but outside the home. When you open up a cardboard box, you think it's strong. With the right tape mounted at the right corner angles, this baby can be indestructible. Strong enough to fool around in, joke about clowning, but resting here is a whole different story altogether. Trying to keep your box, to keep out the weather. Hard imagining a bed underneath you when your clothing the only thing cushioning the ground. The wind doesn't play fairy on your tail when it feels like it's out to blow your house down. You want to ask the crowd, telephone a friend. You've used up all your lifelines, and it feels like the only thing left to do is to escape yourself back to being 9. I wake up usually pretty early in the morning. I can honestly say I don't have a routine. Most of the time, the sky is still black in comparison with the frequency of my schedule. All I know for certain is the chills I feel isn't always a description for outside's weathering. The sun rays not yet reaching my face isn't always the reason behind the absence of heat. When the moon shadows winter constant on your back, the other side of the planet can be so cold. Even in the still of doing nothing, you travel. Every bit of the distance you reached, you're old. Time is more than mere calculations of traveling. In the distance I've blanketed, yet I don't rest any easier. But a new is in front of me, a starting line, another chance to get it right. And the day doesn't wait much further than the out of the moon to find its tire in the sky. So I take it head on with ready in my step, ready like wings bone hinged to my ankles. And though I am grateful for that charge in my heart, pumping blood like fuel throughout my veins, sometimes I am nothing more than a track runner, risen in response to the gunshot. Other times, like a doctor trying to remove the slug, patch up the wound, and repair my patients, knowing in a ratio where I am from success can be easily a lifetime away. It's those days I feel like a spent shell casing, empty after I've taken my shot. They say God is the best of planners. I'm still working on that part. I never was one set on preparation. Preparing was never really my thing. I wake up early, but honestly, I can truthfully say I don't have a routine. There's no specific pattern on the way I maneuver, other than my intentions to do so. They say God is the best of planners. I'm still working on that part.
Served 20 plus years for his country. Came out and had my brother in me. He was there for us till the good Lord called him home.
Jesus!
He taught us how to shoot and cast out lots.
We got one more poet for y'all. One more poet. Y'all all right? Say all right. Say y'all all right. It is always an honor when this poet is in the building, because without this poet, there is no me. There's no Mr. Witt. So we are very grateful. So y'all give it up for the one and only. She goes by Umi. This is my mother. Y'all give it up for Granny.
Has to go on as I know. I won't forget that long dirt road and the times we had. Cicadas sang sweet bliss. Butter cheese grits.
Good afternoon. I don't do this much. Everybody know me, I think. I'm Granny, I'm Umi, Queen. And I felt a lot of emotion that went on today. So this poem is called Emotions. And the other reason why I came up, because the poem that V did was for me. That if you have something to say, you should speak. Okay, so this poem is called Emotions. And it's crazy because it is an emotional poem. It started out to be a love poem, but it don't have nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with emotions. Okay. Emotions are a strange thing. They take you for a ride, and you're not even in an amusement park. Imagine being stuck at the top of a Ferris wheel and the power goes out, and there's no toilet up there. Or fearing to go to sleep because for some reason, people think you only die at night. Or being so hungry that your mouth feels like it's stuffed with cotton. You be so afraid to swallow, you think the top palate might rip off with your tongue. Or needing or wanting to be loved so bad, but the pain in the heart or the pain in the ass, choose one. Or growing old or dying young, or finding a way during a pandemic. And you can have all the money in the world, but you forgot to store food. Chanel, Gucci, Fendi, Louis, Coach, all mixed together. Not gonna fill that belly that you stretched out eating all that expensive scavenger. So now you decide to try the fasting, God's prescription that you never filled. And we thought the Night of the Living Dead was a movie. And you can't cook food in your house because Michael Jackson and the crew about to cut the Thriller loose. So you pop open a can of non-perishables, but Jack the Ripper don't like your drapery. Then the water goes off
And y'all 10 plus in 1 bedroom flat. So now you want to study history because the ship's sinking. Can't even upchuck, ain't nothing in the guts. Nightmare on Elm Street? Nah, more like the time and what must be done. So the god Farrakhan brought us to the garden. Wake up, people. This is your final call. Be thankful, be grateful for it all. Lenny. Thank you.
Where that bar came from? Took so many losses, but I'm still here.
So listen, that was your last poet for the day, for the night, for the evening. But we are gonna play some music. I'm gonna shut off this live stream so we can play some music and they don't cut us off. But everybody that's streaming, that's watching us online, thank y'all for tuning in. Share it with your folks. Y'all know we'll be back next week. Same time, same channel. Less technical difficulties. For all the artists in the car right now, make some noise for every poet that touched this stage. Blow your horn. It's about to go down. We finna party. One of these days, I'm gonna say finna, right? I mean, one of these days it's gonna work, but I don't know when that's gonna be. But I ain't quite got it yet. Thank y'all for tuning in.